Hello friends, I welcome you all to this channel KS Educational Hub. In this video, I will be discussing two sets of questions. The first set is based on unknown persons, that is unknown number of persons sitting in a row, so that we have to arrange. The second set is based on alphanumeric series, and these are the questions which are asked in SBI Clerk Prelims 2019 exam, and these are the memory based questions which I will be discussing. So these questions will be helpful to you for the upcoming SBI Clerk Prelims exam as well as RBI assistance exam. So you'll get to know what sort of questions, what level of questions you will get in the prelims examination. So friends, once you come across the questions, try to solve the questions by yourself and continue watching the video. So without wasting much time, let's go ahead. So see here, as you can see, the question here is a certain number of persons are sitting in the row. So a certain number of persons it is said. So we are not sure how many number of persons are sitting in that row. So we are not sure about it. But there are certain persons that we need to find out. Okay. So all of them are facing towards north. So we know if somebody is facing north, he will be facing this direction. So this particular person's left is this, right is this, right? So that we need to make sure. And all the people are facing towards this direction itself. Okay. The next one is, first information is Q sits sixth from the right of S. So S's sixth right has to be Q. Okay. S's sixth right has to be Q. For example, if I'm going to place S here, S is sixth right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Q has to be here. Q sits sixth from the right of S. S's sixth right is S. Sorry, Q. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Q has to be here. The next one is T sits 4 to the left of Q. We know Q's left is this because Q is facing north, right? So 4th left of Q is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this particular place, in this particular place, T will be placed. Okay. The next one is only two persons sit between Q and P. So between Q and P, there is a gap of only two persons. Q is here, 1, 2, P can be here. We can, because we are not sure, it is nowhere mentioned that Q is sitting at the extreme end. So therefore, Q can, there may be people sitting to the right of Q as well. So therefore, there is one more possibility that we need to place. So yes, 1 plus T, 1, 1, 1, and this place Q. So Q is here, 1, 2, 3. So P has to be here, according to this possibility, right? So there are two persons sitting, only two persons sits between Q and P. So Q is here, 1, 2, P. So Q is here, 1, 2. So P can be here as well. Right? P can be here as well. Right? The next one is R sits 4 to the left of S. So 4th to the left of S, R has to be placed. So S is here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So R has to be here. S is 4th left. Okay? So R sits 4 to the left of S. S is 4th left. 1, 2, 3, 4, R has to be here. S is 4th left here. Because these people are sitting facing towards north. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So R has to be at this particular place. I hope you are able to follow. The next one is U sits between S and T. Between S and T, U is going to place. So S is here, T is here. Between these two people, U has to be placed. So U has to be here. Between S and T, U has to be here, because this is the only place we can able to place. Alright. The next one is V sits second to the right of U. So V is going to sit second to the right of U. U second right. U is here. U is because this person is facing north. This person's right is this. Second right. 1, 2. So V has to be placed here. Again here. U is here. U second right. 1, 2. V cannot be placed here as P is there. So therefore, we cannot be able to put this information. That is why this possibility gets eliminated at this particular point of time. Okay. The next one is W sits third from any of the end. So W will be sitting third from any of the end. It is not mentioned whether from the left end or the right end. So that is why I'm just going to keep it on hold. Okay. The next one is S is 8th from the left end of the row. So S is going to be 8th person from the left end of the row. So therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now see, S is 8th from the left end, right? So left end is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, S is at the 8th place. Okay. The next one is C. W can be here. So W can be here. Otherwise, W can be here as well. If this is the experiment, 1, 2, 3, W can be here. So I'm just going to keep it on hold anyway because W is third from the end, right? The last information is 6 persons sits between W and V. Between V and W, there's a gap of 6 persons. V is here. So if W has to be here, see between W and V, how many persons? V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then it is not possible. Why? Because there are 7 persons between V and S. Sorry, V and W. So therefore, it's not possible. So here, I'm just going to assume that W is going to sit third from this place. So therefore, V is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then W has to be here, and we know W is third from the one of the end, right? So see here, if I'm going to place this, the first place from the right hand, 1, 2, 3. So W is third from the end, and between W and V there's a gap of, there should be W and V there's a gap of 6 persons. So W is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Between W and V there's a gap of 6 persons. Now everything is right. So this is the final arrangement, friends. I'm sure you have understood this. You just can make it very easily, friends. So this is the final arrangement. Thank you so much for watching. Alright, let's check out the next set of questions. So this is the alphanumeric series which is given out here. Okay, this is the alphanumeric series. So based on this series, we have to answer the questions. So anyway, in alphanumeric series, alphabets will be there, numbers will be there, and apart from that, symbols are also there. So we need to solve it. Okay, let's try to do it one by one. So as you can see, the first question is, which of the following element is 6th to the left of 14th from the left end of the given arrangement? So 14th from the left end and 6th, that number's 6th left. So see here, for example, 14th from the left end, right? So we'll be going this way, right? From this, if they are, we have to start from here, 14th. Let's say this is the 14th one. So from this, we have to come back. This one's 6th left has to be taken. So we are going to assume that this one's left is this, right? 6th left would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So we are going to take it in that way. So therefore, anyway, going to this direction and coming back, so there is no point in it. So that is why what I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract 14 minus 6 is equal to how much? 8. Okay, 14 minus 6 is equal to 8. So therefore, 8 from the left hand. Alright, so when it is left and it is also left, we have to subtract the first one from the second. So when it is right and again when it is right, so we have to subtract the first one from the second, right? And apart from that, if this is left and right, so in that case we are going to subtract. Okay, so we have to take which one? 8th one we have to take. Alright, 8th one from the left. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8th one is M. So therefore option D has to be the answer here. Okay, option D has to be the answer. So anyway, I'm going to explain it to you in detail. 14 from the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 from the left hand. This is the 14 from the left hand. Now we have to take which one? So this one's 6th left. Okay, 6th left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. So therefore, option D, M is the answer here. Clear? Let's go to the second one here. If all the symbols are dropped from the series, which element will be 12 from the right hand? It means, so we are going to eliminate the symbols. So when we are eliminating the symbols, so we have to assume that those symbols do not exist. In fact, we have to ignore those symbols. Okay, let's start. So we have to take which one? From the right hand. So 12th one we have to take. Okay, this is the symbol we are going to ignore. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a symbol we have to ignore. So 6, 7, 8. Symbol have to ignore. 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 y is the answer. So therefore 12th one we have to find out. So therefore option D y is the answer here. Alright, the next one. Okay, let me clear this so that we have to solve the next question as well, right? Okay. The next one is, how many such numbers are there in the given series which are immediately preceded by a symbol and followed by a letter? So we have to take what? We have to take the numbers. Okay. We have to take the numbers which are immediately preceded by a symbol. So numbers immediately preceded by a symbol and followed by a letter. Okay. Symbol, number, letter. So for that reason, what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to consider only the numbers because there are less numbers here. Okay. So here 3 is here. So 3 is immediately preceded by a symbol, of course. Okay. But 3 is not followed by a letter. Okay. So therefore this cannot be considered. 4 cannot be considered because it's not a symbol anyway. Alright. The next number is 8 here. So 8 is immediately preceded by a symbol, but then it is not followed by a letter. So this one has to ignore. Again 6 is here. 6 cannot be taken into consideration because it is not preceded by a symbol. Okay. The next 9 is here. So 9 is immediately preceded by a symbol, but it is not followed by a letter again. Again 8 cannot be considered, 6 cannot be considered because 8 and 6 are immediately preceded by a number itself. Okay. The next one is 7 here. 7 is immediately preceded by a letter. It is not the symbol. So therefore it cannot be considered. 1 is immediately preceded by a symbol. It cannot be considered. Then 2 is here. So 2 is immediately preceded by a symbol. Of course, it is a symbol and followed by a letter. It is I. Okay. It is I. So I is a letter. So therefore this is the combination which we got. One combination. Okay. So 2 is here. 2 is not immediately preceded by a symbol. It is preceded by a letter. So therefore it cannot be considered as well. So therefore there is only one which is, there is only one number which is immediately preceded by a symbol and followed by a letter. So therefore option B has to be the answer here. Right? Let's go to the next question. How many such letters are there in the given series which are immediately preceded? We have to take what? We have to take the letters which are immediately preceded by a number. So the letter which is immediately preceded by a number, okay, and immediately followed by a symbol. So that is followed by a symbol. Okay. Again, see, I'm not going to look at the letters now. I'm going to look at the number itself. Why? So because numbers are less and I can able to find out very easily the numbers here. Okay. Firstly number. So number is here. So number is not followed by a letter. It cannot be considered. Number is here. It is not followed by a letter. Okay. The next number. Number is here. Number is not followed by letter. Number is here. Again it is not followed by letter. Number is here. Not followed by letter. Number is here. Not followed by letter. Number is followed by letter. And number is followed by a letter and see here, but letter is not followed by a symbol. So therefore this cannot be considered as well. Clear about this? 6 cannot be considered here. Alright. The next one is 7 is here. Okay. 7 is followed by a letter, that cannot be considered. 1 is followed by a symbol, that cannot be considered. The next 2 is here. Right. 2 is followed by a letter. Okay. But that letter is not followed by a symbol. It cannot be considered as well. Again 2 is here. 2 is followed by letter and that letter is followed by a symbol. So this is the only combination which we have got. So see here. So 2 is here. Okay. 2 is here. U is here and is here. So 2 is a number. U is a letter and this sign is a symbol. Okay. So there is only one such we have got. So therefore option A is the answer here. And the last question is here. Find the odd one out. Okay. So we have to find out the odd one out. So I'm not going to solve this question. You have to solve the question. Okay. So this is all for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day ahead. Before ending up this session, I request you to subscribe to our channel, like the video, share the video with your friends, and if you have any notes, please let us in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day ahead.